Hey guys, it's Miss Potts. Let's make some glowing, spooky tessellations. A tessellation is a pattern made by repeating shapes that fit together without any gaps or overlaps, kind of like a puzzle. It's math because it uses geometry, shapes, and angles to create the pattern. For this, you'll need a square of cardstock, scissors, a Sharpie, some tape, and a pencil. Let's create a ghost tessellation here. I'm going to draw 3 lumps on one edge of my paper, then I'm going to cut that out. Notice how it doesn't touch the top of the paper. After I cut out that part, I'm going to tape it to the opposite side. This helps create a new shape that can still fit together without any gaps or overlaps. This keeps the tessellation pattern repeating smoothly. And I'm going to turn this one into a ghost because it's October. Don't forget to write your name on your tessellation tile that you've created. Next, I'll make a cat. I go from the left corner diagonally down, straight across, up to the right corner. I'm going to cut that and glue it to the opposite end of my square there to make a cat face. This works because when you cut a piece off of one side and move it to the opposite side, you're preserving the shape's areas and angles. The transformations, like translations, ensure the sides stay congruent, allowing the shapes to fit together perfectly without any gaps or overlaps. There is my cat tessellation. Now I'm going to do a bit of an advanced tessellation. Just like we did in the other ones, I'm going to cut a curve on the top and tape it where? Yes, to the bottom, the opposite end. But watch this. This ghost is going to have arms like it's going, ooh. So on the side, I cut out this arm and I put it on the other side. It has to be the opposite side. I'd call this tessellation tile advanced because we cut out 2 different parts. Now, no matter which one you chose to do, what we're going to do is get a pencil and take your tessellating pattern and trace it onto your paper over and over again. So right here, I have all of these ghosts that all fit together. After I go and pencil first to draw my pattern, then I'm going to go in Sharpie. I want to do pencil first just in case I make any mistakes. Now don't worry, I know you're not a computer or a robot. I want you to do your very best to keep your lines straight and your pieces fitting together, but I understand that it's not going to be perfect. After you're done going back over your creation in Sharpie, then erase your pencil lines with an eraser. Now check out my second ghost. Watch how this tessellating tile actually fits together just like a puzzle piece. Over and over again, I'll trace this tessellating tile to create a pattern with no spaces and no gaps. Pencil first, then Sharpie, and don't forget to add your details. If you forget a little piece, don't worry, you can always go back, use your shape, and keep going, tracing and tracing. And now here's my cat. On this one, I'm actually going to turn the cat diagonal. I don't want it to line up with the paper because I think it looks a little bit cooler. I've got my first row of cats, and then I had the idea, what if when I did the second row, I flipped the shape, and I kept fitting them together, and I lined up the lines. And here's where I learned that lining up the lines between the different rows is what makes your tessellations look super cool and really organized. And then I did the next row, and I flipped it again. So I'm making a pattern, even though each row kind of flips and flops. You can do your tessellating pattern however you would like to. Pencil first, then Sharpie, and then erase your pencil lines. So that's how you do a cat and 2 different types of ghosts to create tessellating patterns that repeat over and over again with no gaps. When you're done doing your Sharpie for your creations and erasing your pencil lines, what we're going to do is take our fluorescent glow paint and paint our tessellations. I tried to do each one of my ghosts a different color, and I tried not to let any of the colors touch. Can you do that? When you're done, clean up all your supplies and then get the black lights out, and let's see how your creation glows. I can't wait to see what you make today. Good luck, everybody.